Okay, we've got Silly Lily first. Leighton, is there any way they can filter that reclaimed water for the field use? That's for the Dallas Cowboys field.
Absolutely. The problem is money, time, and space. You're dealing with a high volume of water. You really need to filter it in a cost-effective way, so not using a tremendous amount of electricity. So that means filtering it through ponds or wetlands, which all work great, but then they need space. So Dallas jokes about their national bird, or Texas calls their national bird the sky crane, because there's so much development constantly going on. If you've ever driven down there, they got 8-lane fucking highways going one direction and 8 lanes on next going the other direction. I mean, they say everything is bigger in Texas. It is. And it's the space, like the way they use their land. I personally think it's better than Southern California. In other words, when they build these monster housing developments for people, they at least have, you can go outside, stand beside your house and spit, and you might not be able to hit your fence for your neighbor. Here in California, I can spit and hit every freaking house around me. So, they've provided a little bit more living space, but that limits the amount of ability for you to do things like, how do we recharge the groundwater? How do we filter out the nitrates, the hydrocarbons, and all the shit that's coming in with all that rain? So they have rain issues, like we do. When it comes, and it can't sink into the ground very quickly. So that's the unfortunate part of reclaimed water, is that they're reclaiming it to dump it. They want to get rid of it as fast as possible. So filtration's probably not like a realistic issue. I think more along the way of what Jenny talks about is using biology and chemistry to alleviate that issue and push the salts further, the chlorides and salts further down into the soil, so that they're not directly affecting the plant.
Also, is there a hard pan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're getting trapped on that hard pan,
Right.
and it's really hard to get rid of them, period.
Yeah, and you're not. Yeah, I mean, Jenny, you've seen the deep tilling rigs. They're plowing down 3.5 feet. I mean, these tractors are huge that are dragging these rippers. Yep. But again, all they did was move the hard pan down lower, right? So what did they really do? Right. Now, if they use those deep drippers and actually pump down compost tea, so that they use the microbes to prevent the hard pan from actually forming to the level where it would take millennia for them to break it down, that would work. But again, just getting people to understand the use of compost, and that all composts aren't equal. Some have biology and some are just chemistry. That's a whole nother conversation.
I actually have seen those rippers where on the back of it, they do have a hose, and they actually have different levels and different mixes that are coming out at the different levels.
Yep. It has become more common, and more so in the chemistry side, less the biology. But there are people that are doing, the biologicals as well, which is good. It's like having Jenny say that soil health was even on the freaking map at that conference. That's a huge step in the right direction.
We are making headway on the knowledge front. It's just a slow and steady pace, and we'd like it to be a really fast race right now.
F1.
Yeah, damn right. I'm thinking more like Elon Musk's shuttle launch.
Oh, okay? You're going to go all rocket ship man on me.
Hey, man, why not? Go big or go home, right?